Hey guys, Cameron here. Today I've got something for the sweet tooth. I'm going to show you how you can make an Oreo cheesecake at home. It's really easy and it's only going to take about 15 minutes. So first up, what we're going to do is we're going to make our biscuit base, and to make our biscuit base we're using Oreos. I've got a large 3-pack here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 pack in. I'm going to put them in the blender and crush them up to make a nice base. Alright, and while we've got that going on there, what we're going to do is going to get our butter in the microwave. I've got about 250 grams of butter here. We're going to get that in the microwave clarifying, and that's going to make our base. So we're just going to blend that. Just going to have that in the blender there till it makes a nice smooth biscuit crumb. And now we're going to wait for our butter to finish clarifying. Just while you're waiting on the butter, what you want to do is you want to get your springform cake tray and you want to oil it up so that nothing sticks. Spray it very liberally, set that aside and get ready to go. Moving on to the filling, what you need for the filling is 500 grams of cream cheese, 500 mils of thickened cream, and between 3/4 and a full cup of caster sugar. I'm going to get the producer now to plug in my blender. So generally I'm not really a measurement sort of guy, and from one of my last videos you would have seen I didn't quite use measuring cups, and I went back and I thought to myself, well, if I'm going to do this, I've got to show people how to use measuring cups. So I went and got some measuring cups, and I'm going to use accurate measurements today. What you want to do is you want to get the cream cheese, and we're going to beat that with our blender and slowly add the sugar till we get a nice, smooth, light mixture. I like to leave my cream cheese out for about half an hour prior just to soften it up so it's not really hard from being in the fridge. It just makes it much easier to work with. Otherwise you're going to have a really hard time. I think it's important to slowly add the sugar, otherwise you're just going to end up with big clumps of sugar and it's not going to be evenly mixed through. Next up, we're going to start slowly adding our cream. We're going to beat that to firm peaks. So I'll show you very shortly what I mean by firm peaks, and what I mean by firm peaks is that. That was pretty risky. I didn't know if it was ready yet, but hey, here we are. Made it out alive. You want to make sure it's nice and smooth. You don't want any lumps of cream cheese in there. Everything's got to be mixed in really well, but you don't want to overmix it and have the cream start to go bad. Always like to scrape the beaters. Don't waste anything. Some people like to lick these, but not me. So again, this is the texture we're looking for here. We want something that's nice, thick, it's rich, and it's very firm, and you can always do that. So you should be able to stick and stay. Make sure you record it if you do that at home. I want to see it. Alright, so now we're going to finish the biscuit base. So what do I need first? I need the producer to pass me the butter. Now it's out of the microwave and clarified. Got the Oreo mix here. We're just going to tip that into a bowl. Then to that, we're going to add the clarified butter, but we're going to add it slowly, just so we don't put too much in. And what you want to do is you want to mix that through. And as you can see here, what I've done is I've added too much butter. Just what I told you not to do. There's an easy way to fix that. We're going to get another handful of Oreos, and we're just going to crush these ones up because we want them nice and coarse, just so we have a range of different textures through the base. It's not all smooth. All right, then back to our lined springform tray. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put this in here. We're going to spread the biscuit base evenly across the whole tin and push it right into the corners. And when you do it, you really want to pack it down nice and hard so that it sets and there's no gaps in it. So now that this is in here, what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the fridge to set, and that'll probably take 20 to 30 minutes, and the butter will be hard again. We'll have a nice crunchy biscuit base. Back to the filling. I've got a few Oreos left here, and just so we get a nice flavour through there, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crush them up. And we're just going to mix them through. Can I just get the producer to pass me a clean spoon? Clean spoon is here. As you can see, we've got a nice filling there. And that's ready to go. We're just going to wait for the biscuit base to set, and we're going to finish that off. So we've just added the Oreos to our filling, and our biscuit base is set. So now we're going to get it in there, and we're going to finish this off. Get a spatula and just move that around. You just want to get a nice flat. You're going to make sure that it's spread into all the corners and that it's of an even height. Alright, so we've got that in there now. I've got some mini Oreos in here, and what I'm going to do with them is I'm just going to use them to decorate the top. Okay. Yeah, sometimes my kid has these in his lunchbox and he can't open them, and I think I understand why. So all I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to throw them around the edges. These are just to decorate. It's always important to get the best presentation you can with your food, because people always eat with their eyes before they eat with their mouth. Generally, they've made a decision on your food before they even taste it. So this is essentially, it's almost baking. And baking, as we've heard before, is not my thing and not something I like to do. But it's just something I thought I'd show you, because everyone deserves some Oreo cheesecake in their life. How's that? So to get this to set, we're just going to throw it in the fridge for 3 to 4 hours, and when it is, you'll notice because it'll be firm and it won't wobble at all. Alright. Hey guys, so I've just pulled my Oreo cheesecake out of the fridge. It's now set. Alright, so I guess all that's left to do now is to plate it up. One of the most important parts is to always make sure you clean your knife between every cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the producer to grab me a nice clean chucks so I can wipe this down. Incoming. Oh, almost. So it's really important that you let this sit and let it set and be patient and don't eat it before, because that's one thing that I know you want to do, because it's what I'm thinking. I have other people working in my kitchen, and as you can see, I'm in a bit of a search for my raspberry coulis. No idea where it's gone. This is one of the joys of hospitality. It is nowhere to be seen ever again. We're going to skip the coulis. I'm going to get some icing sugar, and I just need a fork, and I'm going to show you a cool little plating trick to make yourself look pro. Producer fork. So he's not going to throw the fork at me, hopefully. Here we go, fork. All you want to do, fork on the plate, dust over that, lift it up, bang. Presentation pro. You want that? He's signaling the producer wants the fork and he wants the first taste of the cheesecake. See, that's soft. We've got a nice firm base there. That butter's set. Verdict. 2 thumbs up. All right. As always, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video in how to make your own Oreo cheesecake at home. If you've liked it, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll be dropping new videos like this every single week.